So President Trump was just, how do I describe this? Mega-Cucked by Saudi Arabia, aka the king of radical Islam. So look at this. According to the Washington Post, President Donald Trump has vetoed a set of 3 resolutions passed by Congress to block military weapons transfers to Saudi Arabia. The resolutions, which passed with bare majorities, are now almost certainly dead as the House and Senate lack the votes to override the vetoes. Trump, who has cultivated a close relationship with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and who has sold real estate to the Saudi royal family, has long been a defender of the regime and of the U.S. arms programs that fund it. Saudi arms deals have come under heavy bipartisan scrutiny as the kingdom has been waging a brutal war in Yemen, which has killed tens of thousands of children from famine alone as coalition forces destroy the nation's food supplies. It's worse than this explains. They said it's a Yemen war. I would say it's a genocide. Saudi Arabia is blockading the country, not allowing in medicine, not allowing in food. Children are dying. They're bombing hospitals and mosques and open-air markets and schools. It's a vicious, savage bloodbath being waged by the Saudi government on a non-compliant country. And the United States is actively backing Saudi Arabia and arming Saudi Arabia and putting them on the UN Human Rights Panel. Now remember, Donald Trump is the guy who used to say on the campaign trail that Saudi Arabia is not our friend, that they did 9/11, and that we need to be tough on radical Islam. We got to be tough on radical Islam. So President Tough on Radical Islam is arming the world's leading radical Islamist terrorist regime. Did I stutter there? I didn't stutter, did I? That's what he's doing. So just so everybody knows, this is why I call Donald Trump the ultimate establishment president. Is because as he pretended like he was anti-establishment on the campaign trail, everything he's done has basically jacked the establishment up on steroids to the point where now it's like, it's tragic and it's also comical. So even Congress, our disgusting, broken Congress, even they said, you know what? I don't like this. Stop the arms deals to Saudi Arabia. They're violating human rights all the time. They're massacring children. They're doing everything we wouldn't want a country to do. They're abysmal. So we're going to fight back against it. Even Congress is fighting them. And Trump sides with Saudi Arabia. Funny, it's almost like he's Saudi Arabia first. Mr. America first is actually Saudi Arabia first and Israel first. That's Trump. I mean, you have to have no shame to do something like this. The whole world knows what Saudi Arabia is doing. They know how draconian that regime is. And this is what Trump does, sides with them, allows them to continue committing a genocide. And there's more than just the real estate deals on a personal level. Remember that, because Saudi Arabia has been finding creative ways to funnel money directly into Donald Trump's pocket. Remember, this is what, one of the main emoluments cases against Trump is about. Now, one of the emoluments cases has been thrown out, but there's still a few going through the court process. And the Saudi lobby has funneled a tremendous amount of money to Donald Trump through his hotel in D.C. They host events there all the time. They sent, U.S. veterans there for some sort of a getaway, and they overpay for the rooms on purpose. You think Donald Trump doesn't know that the Saudi government has given him a massive amount of money? Of course he knows. Of course he knows. So this very well could be, massive corruption is tied to this. It's not just like, what, Donald Trump woke up one day and decided, I am ideological allies with the Saudi government. No. He has no shame, and he knows there's a lot to benefit from personally on this, so he's making all the wrong decisions. The guy who pretended he was going to be tough on radical Islam is giving the Saudi government everything they want and more.